Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yeah, so random video, but as you can tell by the title, this is a video that I've been kind of looking forward to doing. And yeah, let's just get into it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep saying a lot. It's been a while since I did a video, so it feels awkward now. It feels like when you first start out and you feel like an idiot talking to yourself into a camera. It reminds me of how silly this is. Anyway, this is not a review, so I won't be talking about the film apart from a couple of scenes that I like. But this is about a film called Goodfellas. Sasha sent me this. He sent me the disc. I printed the sleeve off. But I thought originally it was just like a picture of just Ray Liotta and Robert De Niro, and it was like all white there and there. It's just like a slim picture with Goodfellas in black. So I just thought I'd add this kind of like a poster to it. I thought it looked kind of cool. But the film itself, now I'm not a gangster mobster movie kind of guy, as you guys have all known. I have not seen The Godfathers, I've never seen Goodfellas, I haven't seen Casino. The only one I'd ever watched is Scarface, and I like Scarface, but I've never really been into these kind of movies. But I watched this last week for the first time, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was a really... there were some moments, including the beginning, where it was quite intense. You know, like the violence was slightly just aggressive. But I like that. I like the fact of that. The opening was very interesting. Sasha warned me about it as well. He said, just to let you know that the beginning scene, it's not the real beginning. It's like a scene from the middle of the movie, but it's actually quite intense with its violence. And I was like, okay. So I watched it, and I actually appreciated that start, because that's what actually made me go, okay, I want to see what led up to this. So if it weren't for that beginning, I may not have liked it as much. But I do like the story. I like Jimmy Conway, Henry Hill, and Tommy DeVito. Tommy is my favourite character in the whole movie. It's just hilariously scary. So I took down some notes. Now I'm going to read my notes. So these do come from the heart, but they're on paper, so I don't forget them, because my heart likes to forget a lot of things. So, my opinion on the story, the fact that it's based on a true story, I love that, because I'm going to stop holding the case. I'm just going to put a poster picture of Goodfellas here. Probably the poster that I used, so you can see it properly. The thing that I loved about the story being true was that everything that you saw, it happened at some point in life. And for me, nothing terrifies me more than true life movies that involve violence or horror, or, you know, true life movies are what gets me into the mood for enjoying a movie. So when you sit there and you see these characters, and when you get to join in on them, you know, the jokes that they tell, the laughs that they have, and it kind of makes you feel slightly like you're there in that era. And what makes a true life story more believable is the actors and the performance they give. I cannot fault any actor in this movie. There is not one actor, there is not one scene that I didn't believe while watching this. And instead of thinking, this is a really good movie, I thought, wow, this is a really good documentary. Because that's what real life movies are. You know, I mean, we sit there and go, it's a movie. But you think about it, it's still a dramatized film interpretation of a real life story. It's a documentary. In all aspects, you think about it, and the actors have to make the story believable, and they did. Every scene was just perfect. There was also a nice little hidden surprise for me. I did not check up the cast list before I watched this, and I didn't watch any reviews or anything, so I did not know that Samuel Jackson was in it for like 20 minutes. And nor did I realise that the guy who plays Jigsaw was in it for like 5 seconds. He's the police chief that shows Henry Hill into the police office, into his office, which was pretty cool. You know, they didn't have major parts, but they were still pretty cool. So the story captivated me because it's real, and the actors made it real on screen for people to see that this is what was going on. Robert De Niro is a very likable actor. I mean, I love Joe Pesci in practically everything he's been in. I haven't seen everything he's been in, but everything that I've seen him in, I've loved. I can't fault that guy. Ray Liotta. Well, he's got such a weird name. It's Ray Liotta, Ray Liotta, Ray Liotta. It's a very weird. I'm just gonna call him Ray. I watched Identity again last night with Alice, and I love him as an actor. He's incredible. And, you know, yeah, but before I actually get into it, I'm going to just do this. My top 3 favourite scenes. It'll explain why I love Ray's character. Right, so my first best scene is when he says, "You're funny, Tommy." And Tommy's like, I'm funny like what? I'm funny like a clown? You gonna be a clown, eh? But I like it. I love it because it's that nervousness on Henry's face, like, oh shit, you're just funny, Tommy. You know, you just like, I'm funny like what? You're not telling me, man. I'm funny like what? And it's like, oh, it's so good, and like how Tommy was just stringing him along, beautiful. My second favorite scene is get your fucking shine box, motherfucker. Smashes the glass. He tries to stay so calm, but the guy's just pushing those buttons to the point where he can't handle anymore. Oh god, I think any scene with Tommy in is just amazing. Just fantastic. You can tell how much I actually really enjoyed this movie because I smiled a lot through this. It was just so exciting. And my final favourite scene is Henry's pistol whip scene. I don't know why it was, but because Henry was the calmest, and I mean, because my first time watching this, all of you guys know. But throughout the first part of the movie, he's this calm, relaxed. Every time things get heated, he's like no, calm down, I'll sort it. He's the guy that doesn't like the violent side of this job. But then, when he gets the phone call from Karen saying like, oh, this guy, I told him no. And you see him pull up in her driveway and he goes, hang on, I'll be in a minute. And he walks across the road and just pop, pop, pop to the guy's face. And it's just like, shit, this guy was the decent one. And that's what he could do? Fuck me. I'm sorry for swearing. It's just, when a movie gets like that for me, when a movie can make me smile this much and I expected to hate it, when it can do it, I appreciate everything it had to offer. Oh, so good. Oh, right. It's not my top favorite scene, but I don't know. It's more of a scene that actually, it's a scene that got me, almost actually made me cry. I didn't write this down, but I just thought I'd talk about it. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, which I'm pretty sure everyone has, it's a spoiler, but it's not. It's when Tommy is on his way to get made. Fudge. That scene hurt me so bad. I don't know why, but I got really affected by it. And it's weird, because when I get affected by a movie in an angry, negative way, I hate the movie. But it kind of made sense to the fact that they said, well, you know, he attacked a boss of another group. It was coming regardless. But I broke. A part of me went, no, fuck you. You can't do this. But this was such a beautiful told story. And I know it's based on a real story, but the actors told it beautifully. And I've got to thank them all. You know, just wow. I can understand why Goodfellas is known as a classic in cinema history, because it really is. And I'm sheesh, I'm actually glad I watched this. I cannot see why I refuse to watch this. Now, okay, this does not mean I'm going to like Godfather, and it does not mean I would like Casino. Because even though they're still gangster mob movies, they still might be bad in my eyes. This one caught me off guard, so that's why I like it. I will give the other ones a chance, but I wouldn't get your hopes up that I'm going to go, oh, I was wrong about all of them, because I'm probably not going to. Because I haven't, the only other thing that I've ever seen from Goodfellas was the shine box scene. I had seen nothing else in my life to do with Goodfellas. Not seen any clips. That was the only scene I'd ever seen in my life. So, but I've seen tons of Godfather clips and trailers, and I've seen tons of Casino clips and trailers. So, from what I've seen of those, I don't think I would like them. But this was a shock, because I hadn't seen nothing else from this. But just, wow. Such a shock. It hit me really bad, and in a good way as well. Because oh man, this is a I can't talk no more about it. Right, I'm going to end this video because I've got a second video coming up, which I think you guys will actually also appreciate. But you'll have to tell me about that when you watch it. Right. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and previous videos, don't forget to strike like for future videos. And if you're new to my channel and listen to a couple of videos, click the subscribe button down below. I would surely appreciate it. Anyway, take care, you wonderful, wonderful people, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!